Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Houston, Texas and Rice Stadium for the 1973-74 Super Bowl. Super Bowl VIII. And we're going to get to see some fast receivers today in Bob Hayes with the Dallas Cowboys and Fred Biletnikoff with the Oakland Raiders. It's the Cowboys and Raiders. It's Super Bowl VIII from Houston, Texas. Both teams are getting introduced onto the field now. Cowboys led by Roger Staubach and D.D. Lewis. And here come your American Football Conference champion Oakland Raiders with Ken Stabler leading the way onto the field. The Snake versus Captain America. Today it's the Super Bowl in Houston. There's a look at Tom Landry on the field. And John Madden leads the Raiders. All the hype surrounding the last 2 weeks since December 30th when the Cowboys and Raiders advanced to the Super Bowl. All the talk has been about this matchup between the Stabler and Staubach. But who is going to shine? Who are the unsung heroes in today's game? The teams are meeting at the 50-yard line for the coin toss. And it looks like the Cowboys have won the toss. There's a look at Mel Renfro. He looks psyched. Drew Pearson, the rookie, free agent out of Tulsa, is back to return. And George Blanda, 46 years old, been in the NFL since the 50s. He is ready to kick it off. No, 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 no. Sorry we missed the kickoff. There was some technical difficulty, but the Cowboys, Drew Pearson, returned it out to the 25-yard line. It was a touchback. Staubach is going to hand off. Oh, he's going to be hit by Phil Villapiano. Villapiano comes in on the blitz and gets the sack. Right off the bat, having some technical issues with the broadcast, but we will get it underway. Staubach in the shotgun. The Cowboys in their 4th Super Bowl. Here's the handoff to Calvin Hill. He missed the NFC title game, but he is back in for the Super Bowl. The 2 weeks rest did him good. Art Toms and Mel Renfro in on the tackle. The Cowboys are in their 4th alternate Super Bowl, winning Super Bowl I against the Buffalo Bills, 2 against the Oilers, and last year defeating Staubach. Line, I'll continue that in a second. Staubach's going to throw. Throws it out into the flat. Hill is there. He's going to catch it out of bounds. It's going to go as an incomplete pass, and it's 4th down. The Cowboys defeated the Steelers last year in Super Bowl VII. They are 3-0, and the trophy has been named after Tom Landry on the sideline. John Madden, on the other hand, leads the Raiders into their 4th Super Bowl, as they appeared in Super Bowls III, IV, and V, winning Super Bowl IV against the Browns, losing 3 to the Browns and 5 to the 49ers. This is Madden's 3rd Super Bowl. John Rauch was the coach in the first one. Marv Bateman gets the punt off. It's going to be taken by Atkinson at the 10. He is going to get out to about the 24-yard line where the Raiders will take over. Here comes the Snake, Ken Stabler, completing 73% of his passes on the season. Very effective. Stabler going to start in the shot. Going to give on the handoff to Charlie Smith, who had a huge game in the AFC Championship with 3 touchdowns. And the Raiders are going to get started with the first down carry from Smith for about 6 yards. Here's a look at the Raiders' offensive line. Art Shell and Gene Upshaw anchor to the left of it. Jim Otto in the middle. Charlie Smith, your running back, along with receivers Mike Siani and Fred Biletnikoff, have torched AFC defenses all season long when Stabler wants to go deep. After a 5-yard carry, Stabler is back in the shotgun on 2nd down and 5 at the 30. He's going to give it to Smith again, and Smith is going to get stopped up by Bob Lilly, and he picks up a couple yards. There's a look at the Cowboy defensive line. Bob Lilly, who just made the tackle, with Jethro Pugh, have anchored the middle of that line for years. Leroy Jordan is back in the game this week after missing the NFC title, joined by Edwards and D.D. Lewis. Cornell Green and Cliff Harris, your safeties. Mel Renfro, the All-Pro, and Charlie Waters out on the islands. 3rd down and 3 now for the Raiders. I formation. He's got Hubbard and Smith behind him. Stabler gives it to Smith. He is going to be stocked up in the middle and no gain. It is going to bring up a 4th down as D.D. Lewis, Dave Edwards combine in to make the tackle. Here's a look at the carry again by Smith. He just runs into the back, and Dave Edwards is able to knife through and get that tackle. Actually, it was Leroy Jordan, the 10th year Cowboy out of Alabama. And on the punt for the Raiders, Ray Guy, the rookie out of Southern Miss. This ball goes into the end zone. Drafted Ray Guy in the 1st round by Al Davis and the Raiders. And here comes Captain America, Roger Staubach, coming back on the field. Cowboys taking over at the 20. Staubach in the pistol. Here's the handoff to Calvin Hill. There's a gaping hole, and he's going to get through for the 1st down. That's Hill's 2nd rush now. He's gained 20 yards on the afternoon. Hill goes right up the middle. Staubach, 1st and 10 from the 37. Staubach's going to throw. He's got Fugit out on the flats. Gene Fugit, the tight end. The Cowboys lost some of their future Hall of Fame talent this year as Mike Ditka retired. They also, Dan Reeves finally transitioned from the backfield to the coaching staff. A lot of new names on the Cowboys for this Super Bowl. Number 84, Gene Fugit. 1st year player out of Amherst. 1st year with the Cowboys. He was drafted by them in 1972. Staubach. Going to hand it off to Calvin Hill. He makes a fancy move, and he's going to get the 1st down and get over the 50-yard line for the Cowboys. Picks up 9 yards on the carry and gets a 1st down. Calvin Hill makes a tremendous spin move to get by number 26, Skip Thomas. Skipped right over him. Pick up the 1st down. Staubach brings the Cowboys up from the 50. Staubach throws into the flat, is caught by Hill, and there's a flag down. Penalty on Calvin Hill. He went out of bounds, came back in to catch the pass. We're having some technical difficulties. We apologize for that. If you didn't see that play, Staubach threw it to the left flat. Hill came back in bounds, catch the ball, and there's a penalty. It's now 2nd and 10 back to the 50. Staubach back to pass. He throws to Fugit. It's going to pick up about 2 yards on the catch. It'll bring up a 3rd and 8. Phil Villapiano on the tackle. Villapiano in his 2nd year out of Bowling Green. Fugit wasn't able to get anything when he turned around. Staubach is 3 for 3 so far. He's going to drop back. Throws it, is caught by Billy Joe Dupree, the other new tight end for the Cowboys, and they get a 1st down. Dupree, the rookie out of Michigan State, on the reception. His first Super Bowl reception of the afternoon. He is tackled on the spot after the catch. The number 20, Jimmy Warren. And the Cowboys have a 1st down at the 38. Staubach's going to give it to Robert Newhouse. Newhouse is going to make a move, and he is going to pick up the 1st down. 11 yards on the carry for Newhouse before finally being tackled by Nehemiah Wilson. Madden can't believe what's happening to his defense, as the Cowboys are going right up the field on him. Newhouse with a fancy spin move. That's unlike him. He usually likes to bowl right over people. Staubach brings the Cowboys up. It's a 1st down from the Raider 27. And that will end the 1st quarter. The 1st quarter of Super Bowl VIII ends with no score on the Raiders. Welcome back to Super Bowl VIII. I'm Vinny Vincent on the coverage. The Cowboys face a 1st down at the 27-yard line. Staubach's in the pistol. Gonna fake the handoff, and Staubach's gonna take it himself. Nifty running by Staubach as he picks up 10 yards and gets the 1st down to the 13. Actually got 14 on the carry. Cowboys now in a no-huddle offense. Does he come back to the line? Staubach fakes the handoff. He's going to run it again. He's got a block. He's going to be hit down at the 3-yard line as number 43, George Atkinson, is able to save the touchdown. Staubach now on the pistol. 9-yard carry for Staubach. Going to give it to Calvin Hill, and this time the Raider defense is ready. Art Toms. Cowboys running a no-huddle offense. Art Toms and Horace Jones on that last tackle. Into the end zone, it is a touchdown. Roger Staubach finds the veteran Bob Hayes, who scored the winning touchdown in Super Bowl I. Bullet. Bob Hayes, the former Olympian, the 8th-year receiver out of Florida A&M. He was just a shy rookie back in Super Bowl I. The legend of Hayes continues. Touchdown, Cowboys. The Cowboys jump into a no-huddle, hurry-up offense on the last drive and are able to get the ball into the end zone. Tony Frisch lines up for the extra point. The kick is up, and it's good. Right down the field on the Cowboys' second drive to take the lead. Frisch boots it away. It's going to be taken down by Davis. Davis brings it out to about the 26. A 21-yard return for Clarence Davis in his second year out of USC. And here comes Stabler on to attempt a second drive. The first drive, the Raiders did nothing but run the ball and were unable to get a first down. First and 10 from the 26. There's a handoff to Charlie Smith. He gets away from one tackler and he's able to pick up about 4 or 6 yards on the carry. Stabler comes to the line of scrimmage. They have not thrown a pass yet today. Kind of like the AFC title game where they did not throw a pass at all. This time Smith is going to lose yards. He's going to be backed up about 1 yard. It'll be 3rd and 6. Madden's not liking what he's seeing from the game plan so far today. Raiders break out of the huddle. He's got 5 receivers spread out wide. Stabler in the shotgun. Back to pass the Snake. He's going to throw. It's a first down to Biletnikoff. Biletnikoff makes a move. Oh, what a hit by Charlie Waters. No, that's Cliff Harris. Cliff Harris, the hard-hitting safety, comes up after Biletnikoff makes a move, and Harris, the 30-year player out of Wichita Baptist, delivers the knockout blow to Biletnikoff and drives him back, but not before the Raiders are able to get a first down. Huge hit on the play by Harris. Biletnikoff is able to hold on to the ball, and it's a 1st and 10 for the Raiders. 3.5 to go in the half, trailing the Cowboys 7-0. Charlie Smith lone back. Stabler's going to give it to him, and he is going to be met at the line of scrimmage and not going to get anywhere. Picks up a yard. It'll be 2nd down at the 46. Second and 9. Stabler in the shotgun now. He's got Smith to his right. He's going to give it to Smith. Up the middle, Smith is going to get the first down. Jethro Pugh makes the tackle, but Charlie Smith now has carried 7 times for 24 yards. First and 10 Raiders as they get into Cowboy territory. Smith followed the block of Bob Moore. Picks up the first down before Pugh can bring him down. Here's Smith is able to escape Cornell Green, but Pugh brings him down. Charlie Smith, the 5th-year running back out of Utah. Stabler in the shotgun, 1st and 10 at the Cowboy 44. There's the give to Smith, and he's not going anywhere as big Larry Cole comes in and makes the stop. And we are down to the 2-minute warning in this fast-paced moving Super Bowl. Madden and Stabler goes over the instructions. $1:59 to go in the half. 2nd down and 10 for the Raiders at the 43. Stabler's back to pass. Throws. It is caught by Cliff Branch and he gets out of bounds after picking up about 4 yards. Raiders come right back up to the line of scrimmage. Stabler, here comes the rush. Eddie is going to be hit and sacked as D.D. Lewis breaks free and gets the sack. The Raiders come right. They're going to go for a 63-yard field goal from the old man Blanda. The kick is up. It is long, and it is going to go under the crossbar. George Blanda, at 46 years old, just tried to tie the record set by Tom Dempsey. The Cowboys will take over in good starting field position now. Dempsey set the record in 1970. Blanda just a few yards short. Roger Staubach, 4 for 4 on the afternoon with 24 yards passing. A minute 8 to go. Staubach in the pistol. He's got Calvin Hill back behind him. Staubach back to pass. He's going to throw it. It's caught by Drew Pearson, and he gets free. The rookie is free, and he gets down to the 21-yard line, and the Cowboys will spend their first timeout. A pickup of 32 yards on the reception, 26 yards, sorry, on the reception, and it is a 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. Staubach gonna drop back. He throws. It is caught by Billy Joe Dupree. He's gonna get 6 yards, and the Cowboys will spend another timeout. 57 seconds to go in the half. The Raiders get this sense of here we go again. They've been here before. They are actually the only team ever shut out in the Super Bowl. It was the 49ers blanked them in Super Bowl V. They did win Super Bowl IV, but losses in 3 and 5 have got to be weighing on the veterans' minds right now. 2nd down and 6. Staubach back to pass. 2nd and 4, excuse me. Staubach is going to be hit, and he is sacked for a loss. Number 55 comes in, leaps over Calvin Hill. Dan Connors, the 9th-year player out of the University of Miami. Staubach had nothing, dropped back to pass. Connors leaps over Hill and buries Staubach for a loss back to the 26-yard line. Staubach is lucky to hold on to that ball. That could have been a big disaster. The Cowboys are going to let the clock run this time. 3rd and 13 from the 24-yard line. 35 seconds to go. Staubach is back to pass. He's got protection this time. He doesn't have it forever, though. Protection's going to break down. He throws. It is caught, and Walt Garrison. Walt Garrison will catch the pass and get out of bounds. The Cowboys back to the line. 1st and goal from the 6. Staubach back to pass. Throws it toward the flat. It is going to be caught. 3rd down and goal on that reception. Billy Joe Dupree. 3rd and goal from the 4 with 21 seconds to go before half. Staubach sends Calvin Hill in motion. That should be a penalty. That was forward motion. They're going to say he was out of bounds. There's no flag. That's Staubach's first incompletion of the afternoon. It's now a 3rd and goal. Still not sure why there wasn't a flag on that last play as Hill was moving toward the line of scrimmage. Staubach back to pass. He's going to roll out. He's going to throw. Coming across the middle is Drew Pearson. And the undrafted free agent rookie out of Tulsa scores his first touchdown of Super Bowl VIII. And the Cowboys take a 13-0 lead. And are in firm control. As the largest comeback in Super Bowl history, which was orchestrated by the Cowboys, was a mere 4 points. Or 7 points. 7 points. They were down 7-0 at one point in that first Super Bowl. Craig Martin holds. Tony Frisch kicks, and the Cowboys are up 14-0. Staubach kicks it off. Going all the way back. Cliff Branch at the 3. He is going to get it out to the 30, and with 9 seconds left from the 29, Stabler and the Raiders will come on. Looks like the Raiders are going to just run a play and get in the half. There's a flag down as there's early movement. Gene Upshaw was moving before the snap, and it sets the Raiders back to the 24. This time, Stabler's going to come up, take his time. It looks like the Raiders are just going to run the ball and get in the halftime. Stabler hands it off to Charlie Smith, and there's a flag as they're going to call a face mask on Bob Lilly as he yanked Smith down by the helmet. So we're going to have 7 seconds left. The Raiders are going to get a 1st and 10 at the 38, and one has to wonder now if they're going to try and uncork a Hail Mary. Stabler is in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to his left. Bolitnikoff is split out wide right. Stabler's going to throw it to Bob Moore, who's going to get near the 1st down, and the Raiders will call timeout with 2 seconds to go now. 2nd down and inches from the 48. Stabler back to pass. He's got to be the Hail Mary here. He's setting up. He uncorks it deep, going into the end zone, and it is caught! No, they're going to say he was out of bounds. Cliff Branch catches the ball, but out of bounds. And we are at the half with the Dallas Cowboys in strong command of Super Bowl VIII, leading the Oakland Raiders 14-0. John Madden and the Raiders are going to have to make some adjustments if they're going to try and come back in this one. The Cowboys looking to get their 4th ring in 8 attempts. Ken Stabler, 3 out of 4 passing. Charlie Smith has carried 9 times for 23 yards. Roger Staubach is 10 of 11, 83 yards and 2 touchdowns. And there's a big sack by D.D. Lewis. Again, another look at it. He comes right up the middle. Stabler didn't have a chance. There's the Dan Connor sack as he leaped over Calvin Hill in the 2nd quarter. Drew Pearson gets free. Dan Connors was unable to stay with him. That's a mismatch. Branch on the return, and the Raiders will take over to start the second half with a 1st and 10 from the 27. And here comes Charlie Smith. He's been a big focal point of the game plan so far today. The Raiders have a total of 45 yards total for the afternoon, 23 of them on the ground. Staubach hands off to Smith, and he is going to pick up about 7 yards before being brought down by Leroy Jordan. 2nd down and 3 now. Stabler comes to the line of scrimmage. There's the handoff to Smith. Smith fights through the tackle of Jethro Pugh and gets the 1st down. This will be a 1st down to the 39. Stabler's in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff to Smith again. And D.D. Lewis slants over and makes the tackle after a pickup of 1. Stabler sends Bob Moore in motion. He fakes the handoff. Running free on the blitzes, number 55, Leroy Jordan. Leroy Jordan is in his 10th year at Alabama. Gets the sack and drops Stabler for a loss of 9. It is 3rd and 18. Stabler fakes the handoff. But he could not escape the rush The Cowboys had Lilly coming free. 3rd down and 18 now. Stabler back to pass. It's a short drop. He's going to throw it out in the flat to Bob Moore. Moore gets away from the first tackle by Cornell Green, but is unable to escape Charlie Waters, and the Raiders will have to punt. Unusual game plan coming out of the Raiders this afternoon. They had a couple things going early on the run, but after the sack by Lilly took him right out of momentum, and now Ray Guy is on to kick the ball away. It's blocked! It is blocked. The ball is still free. It's picked up by Jim Otto, and he is going to be tackled. Let's see if we can take a look at the replay and see who blocked that. Nope, we're going to pick it up after. Jordan unable to pick it up. Jim Otto, the Raiders center, gets it. Laying out is Cliff Harris on the block. And Roger Staubach brings the Cowboys back on after the Harris block. It is 1st and 10 for the Cowboys at the 20-yard line. Staubach in the pistol. He's back to pass. He's got time. Staubach's going to run. And he's going to get out of bounds. That is a 1-yard loss. That will go as a sack, and it'll be credited to number 26. Skip Thomas, as he was the closest Raider to Staubach. 2nd down and 11 now. The Cowboys have shown some balance. 9 rushes, 11 passes. Staubach changing the play. Going to give it to Calvin Hill. He's going to go out to the outside, cut back in. Going to pick up 2 yards before Villapiano can make the tackle. 2nd down and 19. Or 3rd and 9 from the 19. Excuse me. Staubach in the pistol formation. Back to pass. Throws it on the screen to Hill. The Raiders are ready for it. Led by number big 84, Thor Klein. Excuse me. And this will send Frisch on to attempt a 35-yard field goal. No, a 42-yard field goal. Frisch's kick is good, and the Cowboys have gone out to a 17-0 lead in the Super Bowl. Frisch kicks the ball away. He's going to be taken by Clarence Davis at the 2. He is going to get it out to the 24 before being buried by number 24. Might be 34, Cornell Green, excuse me. First and 10 now. The Raiders trailing by 17. Remember, they were shut out once in the Super Bowl. Trying to avoid that happening again. Stabler, back to pass. Picks up a block. He throws. It is caught. It is going to be a 9-yard reception to Fred Bolitnikoff. Mike Ciani on the reception, and the Raiders 2nd down and inches now from the 35-yard line. Stabler back to pass. Throws it in the flat. Bob Moore on the reception, and they're out over the 40. So far, Kenny Stabler 6 out of 7, 51 yards passing. That's the 3rd pass sent to Bob Moore. Dave Edwards is able to make the tackle. Charlie Waters comes up and applies some assistance. Stabler's got the I formation behind him. Hubbard in the backfield with Smith. Here's the handoff to Smith. Smith gets to the outside. Smith runs over Cornell Green, and he is going to pick up an additional few yards after that. That is Charlie Smith's 13th carry of the afternoon for 52 yards. Brings up a 1st down and 10 from the Cowboy 41-yard line. Stabler hands it off to Smith. Smith is going to be grabbed and brought down for it by Dave Edwards. And we have an injury. It appears Charlie Smith is shaken up. Larry Cole getting credit for that tackle. Dave Dalby. That was an offensive line that was injured. Smith, he's going to be hit in the backfield. Dave Dalby replacing Jim Otto, who was injured on the play. Smith's going to pick up about 5 yards on that carry, and that'll bring up a 4th and 1 with 6 seconds to go. George Blanda comes on to attempt a 50-yard field goal. He just barely missed a 63, and they're going to let the quarter end to think about this one. Just barely missed a 63-yarder in the second. We'll be right back at the end of the third quarter with the Dallas Cowboys leading the Oakland Raiders 17-0. Stabler hands it off to Smith. He's got the first down as they decided not to go for the field goal. They instead went for it on 4th down. And Smith picks up the first down, and the Cowboys Raiders have a 1st and 10 at the 25. Before Cliff Harris can come up and make the tackle. Each team in their 4th Super Bowl. And it's coming down to the 4th quarter with the Cowboys leading 17-0. Stabler in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Throws it over the middle. Is caught by Cliff Branch, and he's going to pick up a 1st down before running into a gaggle of Cowboys led by Washington, number 46. Mark Washington in his 3rd year out of Morgan State. Also, let's see, Cliff Harris and Leroy Jordan in on the tackle. 3 Cowboys converged to bring down Cliff Branch. 1st and 10 now. Stabler leads the Raiders up. They're going to give to Smith on a handoff. Smith's going to fight his way through for about 2 yards. 2nd down. Stabler. 2nd down and 8. Under center. He's going to give it to Smith one more time, and Smith is going to be buried by big number 74. That's Leroy Jordan. Or Bob Lilly. I did it backwards again. Bob Lilly in on the tackle. In his 12th year out of TCU, he has been a part of all the Cowboy success. Goes back to some of their failures, too, in the early 60s. Third down and 9 from the 12. The Raiders desperately trying to get on the scoreboard. 4:54 remaining in Super Bowl 8. Stabler back to pass. Throws to the end zone. Fred Biletnikoff comes down with it, but he is out of the back of the end zone. Madden can't believe it. Says he was being pushed. Fourth down and 9 now. The Raiders are going to go for it again. Stabler back to pass. Throws in the end zone. It is caught. Fred Biletnikoff on the reception, and the Raiders are on the board. Biletnikoff is able to fight off. He gets one knee down. It looks to be good to me. And they call it good. Blanda's extra point is good, and the Raiders now trail 17-7. Ray Guy gets the kickoff. It is taken by Golden Richards on the goal line. Golden Richards is going to get out to the 33-yard line, and that is where the Cowboys will take over. And Bob Hayes going on the field. There's Billy Joe Dupree. It'll be a 1st and 10 at the Cowboy 33-yard line. Almost a 34. 4:39 to go in the Super Bowl. Staubach gets away from the blitz. Gets away again, and he is going to slide down. And he picks up 5 yards on the carry. They had him in the backfield, and Staubach, the maneuverability, was able to escape and take off on the run. And it'll be a 2nd down and 5 now. The Raiders brought the blitz. Staubach going to give the ball to Calvin Hill. Hill's got the corner. He's going to have a 1st down and then some. Calvin Hill inside the Raider 40. That's his 6th carry for 51 yards for the afternoon. Gets a 1st down. First and 10 now at the 38-yard line of the Raiders. Cowboys looking just to run out the clock and get their 4th Tom Landry trophy. Staubach back to pass. He's going to go to the end zone. They're going to say is incomplete. Staubach throwing into double coverage, very unlike him. .322 to go in the game. Staubach gives the ball to Hill on the 2nd down carry. Calvin Hill is going to get stacked up and brought down for a pickup of 3 yards. George Atkinson coming up to make the tackle. It is a 3rd down and 7 now. Cowboys don't hurry, they're going to get a delay of game call. Staubach fakes the handoff to Hill. He's got plenty of time. Throws it over the middle. It's caught by Golden Richards, and he's down to the 20. And the Cowboys' drive continues. 1st down at the 20. The Raiders needed that stop. They're unable to come away with it. Staubach has spread the ball around. Everybody's gotten a catch today. Richards. 2-minute warning to go. The latest. We are 2 minutes away from the 4th Tom Landry trophy for the Dallas Cowboys. We're back here at Rice Stadium in Houston, Texas. The Cowboys made the trip south. There's a heavily partisan Cowboy crowd here in Houston. Staubach in the pistol. 1st and 10. He's going to give it to Calvin Hill, and he is immediately going to be met in the backfield by Dan Connors. Connors playing himself a great game. The Raiders are going to use the timeout. Staubach hands it off to Hill. Hill spins away. Villapiano makes the tackle. The Raiders are going to call timeout again. The Cowboys are going backwards now. That one's a loss of 3. Third down and 14 from the 24. Raiders down to 1 timeout left. Trying to hold the Cowboys to a field goal. They still need 2 scores. There's to give to Hill in a huge hole, but he's bet at the 20 by Connors. And the Raiders just use their final timeout. 3 tackles for Connors, including the big sack in the 2nd quarter on Staubach. And on will come Tony Frisch. Tony Frisch, who did not go to college here in America, in his second year with the Cowboys. This will be a 38-yard attempt. And the kick is up. And it is good, and the Cowboys extend their lead to 20-7 on the Oakland Raiders. Fritsch 2 for 2 on the afternoon. With 1:45 to go, Fritsch will kick it off. It's going to be taken at the 4 by Cliff Branch. Makes one guy miss, but he's going to be buried at the 25-yard line by Charlie Waters. With no timeouts remaining, let's see what the Raiders come to do. The game plan all day long has been to get the ball in the hands of Charlie Smith, but they can't go there now, can they? Stabler is in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Throws it to Charlie Smith. Smith on the breakaway. He's going to get to the 50 before being brought out of bounds. Stabler is 9 of 11, 99 yards on the afternoon. Charlie Smith picking up a huge gain of about 25 yards on that reception. And I guess the game plan is still to get the ball to Charlie Smith as Smith comes across the middle. There was no Cowboy near him. Finally, Cliff Harris comes up and makes the tackle. It is a 1st and 10 at the 50 for the Oakland Raiders. With 1:33 to go in the game. Stabler comes under center. No timeouts for the Raiders. Stabler's back to pass. He's got good blocking, but he can't get away forever. And finally, Leroy Jordan brings him down for the sack. It's a 5-yard loss. The Raiders are going to hurry, but the receivers are way downfield. They got to come back. 1:15 and the clock is ticking. Stabler back to pass. Still just standing there in the pocket. He inches forward. He's going to run. Throws on the run. Throws it away, but he stepped over line of scrimmage, and that is going to be a penalty. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 20 for the Raiders on their own 41. So after the first play, 25-yard pickup to Charlie Smith, the Raiders have gone backwards. A sack by Bob Lilly. And then now the illegal forward pass by Stabler. Stabler back to pass on 3rd down. Throws it over the middle. And he overthrows his intended receiver. He was looking for Bob Moore deep. The Raiders are going to go for it on 4th and 20 now. Stabler back to pass. He steps up. Throws it over the middle. It's caught by Sweeney. Sweeney streaking. And Steve Sweeney streaks all the way to the end zone. 59 yards, and the Raiders have scored. The rookie out of California coming up big for his hometown team. The Cowboys left the rookie tight end wide open, and he just streaked right down the field. That was a breakdown in coverage, and Stabler's 2nd touchdown pass of the afternoon. It'll cut the Cowboy lead to 20-13. The unlikely hero, Steve Sweeney, did not receive much playing time during the season, as Bob Moore has been a terrific tight end in his 2nd year out of Stanford. Blanda will attempt the extra point. Out of the hold of LaMonica. Blanda's kick is good, and the Raiders cut the Cowboy lead to 20-14 with 52 seconds, and we know Blanda's going to be setting up for the onside kick now. There it is. It is going to be recovered by Otto Stowe, and that should be just about all she wrote. As the Raiders have no timeouts, the Cowboys have just got to run about 2 plays, and the Super Bowl trophy will be theirs. So the Raiders make it interesting late. But the Cowboys have dominated the majority of the game and will get away with the victory unless there's some kind of fumble, some kind of miracle here in the Super Bowl. Nope, Staubach's just going to kneel on it. That'll be the first down play. It has just been announced. No, we'll hold off on this just to make it official. Staubach kneels on it again. And ladies and gentlemen, 3, 2, 1. That is your ball game, and the Dallas Cowboys have now won their 4th Super Bowl and 2nd back-to-back championship. They won 1 and 2 and 7 and 8, but no doubt the Raiders will be back. They are a young team led by a young coach. And the celebration is on for the Dallas Cowboys in the middle of Houston's Rice Stadium. Don Meredith won 2, and now Roger Staubach's got his 2nd. Stabler making his 2nd Super Bowl start. Or was it 1? I think maybe LaMonica started all 3 of the early ones. John Madden coming out to congratulate Tom Landry. I look back at some of the highlights. Drew Pearson, the rookie, making a grab. Staubach on the throw to Pearson for the touchdown in the 2nd quarter. Bolitnikoff getting his touchdown. Staubach earlier on in the game throws the touchdown pass to Bob Hayes. That was in the 1st quarter. And there's the long Steve Sweeney breaking free. And it is official now. The MVP has been given to Roger Staubach. 2 touchdown passes. Dominated the game early on. Did not throw any completion until his 11th pass attempt. Congratulations to the Dallas Cowboys and their fans as they hold above them high the Tom Landry Trophy. Jordan hands the trophy off to Landry. Folks, join us next month at the end of November for alternate Super Bowl 9 as these Oakland Raiders come back to try to get the championship as they'll take on the Los Angeles Rams. It'll be a California battle, the first of 2 straight months between the Rams and Raiders. Thank you for joining us for Super Bowl 8, and we will see you next month. Plus, don't forget to enjoy all the other stuff on my channel. The 1986 Resim, the Vinny Vincent career, the 1991 Buffalo Bills, and coming soon, the 1960 season featuring the Buffalo Bills, Green Bay Packers, New York Giants, rosters complete, plus the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll see you next month.